Alright, so, didn't I have... Okay, I do have more saves. I was gonna say, I swore I had more saves. I don't know if I want to start on this save or the save before this, because I can't shop. You know, all I can do is all I can do is level up, and I think I'm gonna need to shop. I'm gonna need more Phoenix Downs and stuff, because this guy, I can't even get close to killing him. So we're gonna have to load another save. Yeah, you have no idea. If you haven't seen Mega Airbuster, you have no idea what's in store for you today. Yeah, he refused to die. If you want like to truly understand how difficult this Airbuster fight is, I was dealing couple hundred damage every attack, and I fought him for a good 15-20 minutes before I completely ran out of resources and had no Phoenix Downs left, no potions left. I was down to Barret being the only one left. And I threw this item that you get for killing the first boss, and this item deals like 4,000 damage. So I threw that in a last ditch attempt effort, and it didn't kill him. So after all of my efforts, I still wasn't even within 4,000 damage of killing him. So yeah, like I was nowhere close. Also, this guy doesn't die at all. It'd be really cool if he would. I think what I need to do, I need to use some limit breaks and see if I can get a new limit break, because I feel like that'll help me do a lot of damage if I can get the limit break to work on him while he's not looking at me. And by not looking at me, I mean looking at me but not looking at me, because the game, it was like all glitchy. I don't know if it was glitchy or if that's the way it's supposed to be, but it's like a puzzle to figure out if he's looking at you or not. Because when he uses an attack, his sprite like flips, but it doesn't flip in the way you'd think it would, and it's really weird. It's like if he's looking at you, that means he's not looking at you. Like you have to attack him when he's looking at you, because the sprite is like incorrect, and he's actually looking the other way. Have you tried Tifa's Final Heaven mod? That's what this is, actually. Final Heaven is like the thing that lets you use all the mods. And then there's a bunch of mods inside of Final Heaven, and this is one of them called Nightmare 7. There's a lot of different ones. And I've tried a couple. This one seems to be the best, to be honest, even though it's really, really hard. They just seem to put the most amount of time into this, like with all the items being different and the magic being different and the enemies being different. They put a lot of time and effort into this. So I would recommend this one if you're going to play one. But there's a lot of cool ones. There's a lot of different cool ones. I don't have any. I was hoping maybe there's a way to give him Fury or something. Is it hard to get the setup right? It wasn't too bad, really. if you just go to the page where it's at, which I can link it if you want. It's pretty self-explanatory. It gives you step-by-step instructions on how to do it, and I figured it out pretty quickly. And I'm not the greatest at this kind of stuff, so if I figured it out, you can probably figure it out. Oh. I wish I could give myself Fury so I could get these limit breaks faster. I'm like building them so slow. I'm never gonna get a new limit break at this rate. Cloud went up a level though, that's useful. Twitchy twitch, 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 twitch. I wish there was a better place to level up, but there's nowhere else for me to go other than this train graveyard. If I go anywhere else, then I'll be, there won't be any fights. Still wonder if there's any secret items around here. That's another thing too, they put secret items all over the game, which is really cool. And I feel like probably took them some effort to do. Getting a lot of good items. What's our experience at? It doesn't look like we're going to go up another level anytime soon. This mod is called Nightmare 7. That's what it's called. It's a nightmare mod. And it's no joke. Hey, Prince Ladingo. Thanks for coming. Well, apparently we're all speaking some strange language now. I don't know what's happened to my stream. Everyone's talking in Wooka Waka language. Very confused. Hey, Prince. How'd you stumble upon my channel? Curious as to see how people stumble upon my channel. I just got a Quetzalcoatl plume. That's useful. If I could farm enough of those, I could throw those at Mega Buster. The never-ending void whooped me over here. I see. That's normal things. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. Hope you follow if you enjoy. I think I'll do a couple more fights, and then maybe give Mega Buster another try. But it's no joke, I'm telling you. Zap. Freeze pop. Burning up. Burning it up Gary's way. Nah, you know, I could probably get to level 11. It should only be like 6 or 7 more fights, I think. I'll be honest, I have literally no idea what's going on in this game. Well, have you ever played Final Fantasy before? Because if you haven't, then you'll never know what's going on. But I'm glad you're here anyways. I play other games too, don't worry. We just happen to be playing Final Fantasy VII right now. Well, I found you through YouTube and was feeling nostalgic and started playing Final Fantasy VII again. Looked at some of your tutorials and that got me here. Well, sweet. You're here because someone told you about me. Well, good. I'm glad people are spreading the word. People always ask how they can help. They're like, oh, can I give money? And oh, can I do this? And oh, can I make videos for you? And oh, can I help edit for you? And I'm like, you know, all that's great and everything, but you just spread the word, man. Just tell people about the channel, you know? That helps you more than anything. Just spreading the word. Put my stream on your Twitter. Put my stream on your YouTube or your Facebook, especially Facebook. You know, just post about me. Post about a video you saw that you liked. Post about the stream when it's live. You know, stuff like that. That helps me immensely, and it's stuff that I can't really do because me talking about myself, people are like, okay, whatever. You know. Doc Dressing, welcome. Thanks for coming. He says, I just wanted to thank you so much. I grew up with Final Fantasy VII. Well, I am only a year older than the game itself, and I always thought Emerald and Ruby Weapon were impossible to beat. I just enjoy watching your videos because it seems like I don't know crap about the game. You have a few fans here in Germany. Keep up your good work. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Give me a follow if you want to continue to see more Final Fantasy VII stuff live. But just glad you're here. Thanks for coming, man, and I appreciate the kind words. I do this for you, so I appreciate everything you guys give me, all the support you give me. I already follow you for a few months now. I love your streams. Oh, you know what? I do remember you following now. I remember that now. It's hard to keep track because, like, a lot of people will click follow when I'm not streaming, and all those emails get kind of sent into my inbox and into a special folder that I keep for Twitch stuff. And so I only ever really remember, like, people that hit follow while I'm streaming, which you might have, but even so, I forget sometimes. But yeah, good. I'm glad you've been here for a while. I'm always appreciative of people that continue to come back and support. Yeah, is there anything you'd like to see in particular, Doc? I always liked when new people start talking or come onto the chat and start chatting. I like to let them request something. So if there's anything from one of my like tutorial videos that you saw that you thought was cool and would like to see live, or something that maybe I've never tried before, anything like that, feel free to let me know. And if it's something we can whip up really quick, which it probably is, we can do it. Barrett still doesn't have his limit break after all this. Alright, we're about halfway to level 11. Boom shakalaka. Cloud needs some lovin'. He's really hurt. Yeah, I guess I'll just go rest. If you get Final Fantasy VII for PS4, you should try a no encounters challenge. Well, there's a mod in this mod package actually that's a level 1 challenge, so I'd probably just do that instead. You can set it so that your character is always level 1. And you still get encounters, which makes it even harder. You have to get through the whole game without getting any experience. But everything else is still normal. I've seen low-level challenges. I know for a fact I could do a level 1 challenge. I'm pretty sure. I think I could. If that was the only restriction. I'm almost positive I could. The only hard part would be the beginning of the game when you don't really have any tools to use. But as soon as you start getting some materia, there's always a way. Did you also play Crisis Core? Are there any tricks you know? I only played a little bit of Crisis Core, and I have it, and I'm not. I used to be a huge mobile player, you know, like handheld gamer. That's what I'm trying to say. I used to play my Game Boy all the time. I used to play my PSP and my Vita. But now I just don't. I'm always, you know, I'm usually home, and when I'm out, I don't have time to play games. So I'm just not much of a mobile gamer anymore, and that's hurt some of the mobile games that I have. You know, like I never beat Crisis Core. There's a lot of other mobile games I've always wanted to beat and never have. But yeah, I know a little bit about Crisis Core, but not enough to really like tell you much. Hey, Cloud got his limit break too. When did that happen? I didn't even notice. I'm not even sure if I can get a new limit break. Like, I've used limits so many times, still don't have any limit breaks, any new limit breaks. Jump attack. So lame. I love the music in this game as well. I listen to it often. And this mod's pretty cool because it takes advantage of the music more than the original game did. Like, there's 4 or 5 different songs that'll play during fights. they're all still the same songs. They're just used in a more variety of a way. Like, this is a song for a minigame later, but they use it for the fight song now, so that you get a little bit of a mix, so you're not just always hearing the same battle music. Which, I mean, I was fine with the original game playing the same battle music over and over because it's good battle music, but it's cool that they switched it up a little bit. Yeah, 13 didn't have very good music. I think 12's music was actually better than 13's. Some of it was good, but most of it wasn't very great. There's a lot more memorable music in 10 as well. 10 has some great music. But see, I still think like Final Fantasy VII just trumps all of them by a ton. Because, like, 10 has good music, but it's only when you're in the game. Like, I don't listen to Final Fantasy X music outside of Final Fantasy X. Like, it's not good enough for me to, like, let's put it on my iPod. Whereas Final Fantasy VII music, I could listen to any day of the week, and it's just so good. I mean, it's all so well composed. The Final Fantasy X music was really good at putting you in the mood of the area you were in, but if you're not in that area and you're just listening to it outside of the game, it's not as memorable. Which Final Fantasy games did you also play, and which ones do you like the most besides 7, and which are your least favorite? Okay, so my history with Final Fantasy kind of goes like this. I got Final Fantasy 7 when I was 7 or 8 or something. I don't remember how old I was. I was pretty young when I got it. And Final Fantasy 7 is the game that got me into gaming. Like, before that, I just thought gaming was a thing, and I enjoyed doing it, but it wasn't until I played Final Fantasy VII that I was really into it as much as I am today. And that's most of the reason why it's my favorite game of all time. It's not that I think it's the best game ever made, but I just like it because it holds a nostalgia value for me that is unmatched by anything. I also think that the story in this game is incredible, and you get something out of it every single time you play it. And there's a lot of other things great about this game, including the soundtrack and everything. So I would defend myself that this is my favorite Final Fantasy game for a number of reasons. So anyways, after that I got Final Fantasy VIII a long time later. Didn't like Final Fantasy VIII as much. I liked it a lot more when I played it the first time, but as I go back to it, I don't like it as much. But I certainly don't think it's a bad game. Then I got Final Fantasy IX, and I don't remember when I got it. It was shortly after 8. I got Final Fantasy IX, and I fell in love with Final Fantasy IX. And one of the big reasons why I never beat Final Fantasy VIII when I was younger, and still don't seem to hold too much nostalgia for Final Fantasy VIII, is because of Final Fantasy IX. When 9 came out, I was like, screw this game, screw 8. 9 is amazing. And I loved 9, and I played the crap out of 9. And 9 was my second favorite Final Fantasy for a very long time. Then I got Final Fantasy X. And I loved Final Fantasy X when I first played it, and then I stopped playing it, and that was kind of it for Final Fantasy X. I liked it, it was good, move on to the next one. Then Final Fantasy XI came out. I never got Final Fantasy XI because it was an MMO, and I wasn't into MMOs, and I'm still not really into MMOs too much. So I never got 11. Still have never really played 11. I've heard a lot about it and read up on it, but I've never really played it. Then Final Fantasy 12 came out. Me and my buddy loved 12 more than anyone else I've ever met. Most people seem to think 12 is okay, or some people think it's absolutely awful. But a buddy and me played the crap out of 12. We loved that game. We played it for a very long time. And I still think it's a fantastic game. Then 13 came out. And I liked 13 more than the average person, I think. A lot of people seem to think it's linear and just kind of hate it. But I liked 13. But I've only ever played it through once, so that kind of tells you. Like, it was fun when I played it, but I wouldn't really ever go back to it. I don't think. I didn't like it enough to say like, oh, it's one of the best. Like, it's okay, but I didn't think it was as bad as everyone else thought. Then I went back to Final Fantasy X, and I did several challenge runs through Final Fantasy X. And while doing those challenge runs, I gained a new appreciation for Final Fantasy X, and I ended up loving 10 so much that it became my second favorite game, second favorite Final Fantasy game, possibly my second favorite game too. And Yuna became my favorite character of all time, over any character in Final Fantasy X, or 7, I mean. So I gained a new appreciation for 10. And somewhere throughout that, I also played Final Fantasy IV a little bit, and Final Fantasy VI a little bit, but I never played enough of them to really get a grasp on how good they are. I know 4 is an incredible game, and I know 6 is pretty good as well, but I've never gotten to play them. So that's the way it was for a long time. It was 7 was my favorite, 10 became my second favorite, 9 was my third favorite, and then everything else kind of fell in place after that. I'd probably say Final Fantasy 12 would be my fourth favorite. But a couple months ago, I started a Final Fantasy Let's Play, and I decided I was going to play through every Final Fantasy game in order. So I'm almost at the end of Final Fantasy 1 now, and I'll be moving on to Final Fantasy 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll get a chance to play 1 through 6, all those ones that I never got to play. And I feel that 4 is probably going to end up being one of my favorites, because I played a little bit of it, and I just loved it right off the bat. So 4 will probably be one of my favorites as well. But I don't have much knowledge of 1 through 6 at the moment. So that's kind of my history with Final Fantasy. Yeah, I think that's it. And it looks like a lot of people commented since I started talking about that, so let me catch up on these here.